All right, let's jump into multi-select and single select. So what we'll do is a multi-select would be a checkbox. So we're going to make these 32 by 32. We're gonna stick with our same kind of style with the white background, like a 2-pixel gray stroke. Okay, and let's just grab some text and let's just call this checkbox 1, checkbox 2, and we'll make our text just regular, and we'll space this out with like 24 pixels. You can see how I'm doing everything in 8s, or trying to, as long as I'm not going too fast. So we're just gonna do the box itself for the, and that seems still too big. So let's go down to 24. All right, so we basically have our box there back, and then what we want to do is get a check. And so I use not this, Font Awesome, and so we can do lookup check. And if you don't have the pro version, you can use the free version. So there's a check there too. So I like some of these, the thin ones, that kind of match the style that we're going for. So what I'm going to do is copy the Unicode and go back to Figma, and I'm going to paste this right here and fill it with, did that work? Oh, it's on Acumen Pro, so we need Font Awesome 5, not brands, but just 5. There we go. There's the Pro. And we're going to put that check in there. Okay. Looks like I've got 2 of those. Not sure where that went. All right. So I'll zoom in a little bit. So we have our checkbox. And what we want to do is say back. And then I'm going to duplicate that and say active. And this check is not in the page itself, so sometimes I'll just cut it, Command X, and go select something on the page and say Command V, and it will paste it somewhere close. So where is our yeah, we're way up there. I usually group these a little bit better to go a little bit faster, but as you build out the rest of the pages. But what we're going to do is just keep moving. Okay, so we have our check here, and we can name that check, and active. So we want it to go to that pink. And now what we do is say active, I'm grouping that, and off. And we're going to hide that, and then select them both. And we don't need to group them, we're just say Option Command K. So we got our component and select checkbox. All right. So now we can drag this down here, and we're going to duplicate this and keep this off to the side in case we need to change. So I'm going to make this one active. Boom. Super fun. So now we'll go over to here and do the same thing. So we're going to take that styling, but make a radio button, and fill is white, stroke is the gray, 2, and down to 24. Sometimes the radio buttons are a little bit smaller, so we might go down to 22 just to get the sense of that style. All right, so then we'll say off, same thing, but this one what we'll do is just make a simple circle in the middle. And one thing with 22 doesn't work with the circle directly in the middle unless it's just perfect. So we'll go to 21 and then align center vertical, align horizontal. It still is off a little bit, so maybe that's, well, I guess I had it right. Oh, 8. Hello, evens. Okay, so here we go. We'll go to pink for the fill. Name this active. And we're going to duplicate this one. Change this to pink. I don't like that. It needs to be the navy. Okay. So active. Active dot. So we're going to group those. Active. Turn it off. Select them both. Option Command K. And so we'll have select radio. Duplicate it. Now you get the how fast you can get at this. Just how quickly you can move with it. Now we'll click on. All right, and like, for instance, if you want to change like the text with it, you can, but we're gonna just keep it that way.